Hello, welcome back. Today it's a weird day. It's actually sunny. There's a blue sky. There's a little bit of clouds, but it is white. It is moving, but not really fast. So I can hear there is wind, but it's not too bad. But I think it's the best I'm gonna get for a while. I haven't got the turbo trainer yet, even though I've got a spinner bike just there. I think I'm gonna go out and have a little ride. I don't know how far yet. It depends how cold I am and what I feel like. So I'm just getting ready. So I thought before I start messing around with the kit, I'll have my protein drink for the breakfast drink. Just gives it time to settle down then. You don't have a drink just before you're going out. So that was 300 mils of milk, 4 scoops of porridge powder, and then a scoop and a bit of chocolate whey protein, and a scoop of dextrose. You've got to put a little tiny bit of water in it after that, just to make it a bit thinner, just so the blade and the blender thing spins round, and just make it thin enough so you can drink it. Then I made my 2 water bottles. I probably won't need 2. If it's a hot sunny day, then I probably would, yeah, but 700 mils per bottle, I'm not going to go 4 or 5 hours. I'm only going for an hour and a bit. It's not hot, it's not sunny. I probably won't even drink the one. So I'm probably going to lose a lot of watts, carry an extra 700 mils of water, which I don't need. So I don't know, the aero disadvantage of carrying a 1 water bottle, it might kill me off a little bit, but it's there just in case. If you've got a spare water bottle cage, I might as well use it. You're better off having it than not. Then I got my gear, so I haven't used it for a while, but I've double checked. My Garmin is fully charged. Gloves, even though it's sunny, it still will be 10 degrees, and as you move in, it's going to be cold. Some people say, oh, you don't need gloves. A few months ago, I met a man on the bike, remember, on a wet ride. I was wearing leggings and a coat and gloves. He was wearing just a t-shirt with a rain jacket at the top with shorts on. He said he wears shorts all the time, never wears gloves. But my hands get cold, and why have cold hands and be uncomfortable? There's nothing big and hard about having cold hands. You can't change gear, you can't brake, you can't hold on. Also got one of these neck tubes, whatever you call it. So it goes on your neck. You can put it on your face. You can put it right there. You can have it down low. You can wrap it up over your head. So they're good. Got my hat. Great hat this is. Really thin, so it goes underneath your helmet. But you can't feel it when it's on. It's so thin and comfortable. I don't think it's waterproof, but when your head's hot, you don't really feel the water on your head anyway. But yeah, really warm. Really great. Covers your ears. Keeps your headphones in your ears. Then I got my socks. So I can't remember, did I make the video? These gloves are real sealskin gloves, and they're advertised as 100% waterproof, and they cost a lot of money, 30 or 40 quid, and I've had these now for 10 years maybe. They leak, they're rubbish. You turn them inside out and they piss water out like a sieve. But they're not rubbish because they're old, they're rubbish when I first had them, even though it says waterproof and breathable. Can you see on there? It says waterproof. They're not waterproof at all. So I wanted to buy some waterproof socks. So when I go on a bike ride, I don't get wet feet, or because your shoes will get wet, and if you want to go on a bike ride the next day, your shoes might not dry properly. So I don't put my feet on a warm day back into wet shoes from the day before. So I thought if I wear waterproof socks, then it won't matter if my shoes are wet or not. But I wasn't sure about spending 30 quid on a pair of socks. If they say waterproof, but they're like these gloves, they're not waterproof. In a cheap German budget supermarket, there was a pair of socks. It was only £9, I think. Looks the same as the expensive version, but they're not the real sealskin. Turned them inside out, tested them. Mega waterproof. These like go like a big water balloon, hold like 2 litres of water in each sock. So yeah, I wear these. I'm not sure if I wear these over the top of my other socks, because I'll probably wear woolly merino wool socks. Last time I went for a bike ride, I had my woolly socks on, then these socks on, and then you got the shoes on, and then you got your overshoes on. It feels like your feet are a little bit heavy. It must make scientifically a little bit of difference, because what these weigh? They weigh a little tiny bit. The other sock weighs a little bit. Overshoe weighs a little bit. So every time you pedal in, you probably use a little bit of energy, but what would you rather, wet feet or light feet? Yeah, so I'm just going to go upstairs now. I've got my bike lights on charge. I know it's daylight, but it's grim outside, so I want to have a bit of safety. So I've got my white light on the front. I think that's fully charged, but I'll leave it for a few more minutes. And then I want to wait till my backlight charges. Safety first. I don't want an idiot car driver who can't see me. The excuse of, oh, I didn't see you there. So if I put my mega bright light on, if he hits me, it's his fault. Yeah, so I'll drink my coffee. It's a little bit stronger today because I've got 1 scoop of coffee, 2 spoons of sugar, milk. Before you say it, oh, sugar, I'm going on a bike ride. I think I'm going to burn off 2 spoons of sugar. I've also put in a little sachet of caffeine into the bottle, into the coffee. I've also had then the daily vitamins. So 1 tablet is a daily vitamin. I haven't switched over yet to my new ones. An omega-3 tablet. I haven't switched over yet to my omega-369 tablet. So that's just for health, for keep your skin, stop your hair falling out. The Thermopure tablet, it's a bit like a caffeine and a bit of a few other ingredients to raise your body temperature, help you burn a bit of fat. And I'm not burning fat because I got fat, I want to lose weight. I don't want to burn fat because, well, I do want to look good actually. Everyone wants to look good. Why would I not want to burn fat? It means you can eat a bit of fat and get away with it. But if I'm going on a bike ride, what does bike ride use? It uses fat as a store of energy. So if I can use a tablet which aids the burning of fat, well then, bonus. It's not cheating because I'm not in a race. They're legal, they're not banned. So what I'm going to do? Make you look good, might make you go a bit faster, might make you feel a bit better. What else did I have? Vitamin, Thermopure, Omega, electrolytes. Like I said before, I always have 2 electrolytes every day anyway, and then I'll take a few with me, because even though it's cold outside and it's windy and you feel like you're not sweating, you are sweating. You're still going to be breathing out water when you're breathing out. So you will be losing salts in your sweat. You will be losing salts because you're exercising, so it's using up salt to make the muscle contractions. So you will get cramp, especially when you stop. Say you stop halfway, you get off your bike, you get cramp. Once you start getting cramp, that's it. So instead of carrying bananas, today I'm going to use some energy gels. I've bought some energy gels. The reason was because what I was doing before was just randomly going in my sweet jar and then grabbing a couple of little mini Mars bars or a couple of little mini Snicker bars. But as you're riding on the road, trying to eat your Snickers, when your mouth's dry, you got peanuts stuck in your mouth. Yeah, the peanuts are good for energy, but it's hard to eat. It's hard to open up a Snickers bar as you're riding on the road, eating it with one hand, trying to pedal. But these energy gels, they're thin, they can go in your back pocket. They're obviously waterproof because if the gel stays in, the water can't get in. So you can just keep it in your back pocket for ages. If it gets wet, it gets wet. You just slurp it in your mouth and that's it. So I've got some of them to test. I might show you later on what they look like and let you know how they get on. Okay, so I'm just going to get ready, get dressed, put on those Malayas. I haven't got a long sleeve jersey. and I definitely haven't got a winter cycling jacket. And this is why I'm getting a turbo trainer, because it costs more money to buy clothes to still ride in the crap than it would be just to buy a turbo trainer and train indoors. But I've had a look. I haven't got a lot of clothes which are good for cycling. You don't know a hoodie, because that's definitely gonna slow you down. You don't know anything too baggy. You don't wear anything like woolly and big and thick, because you just be sweating, and if you do rain, you're gonna get wet and it's gonna not dry. I have got a soft shell jacket. It is a bit big because I lost weight, so it's gonna be a bit baggy. But when you're leaning over, then it could take a bit of slack in the back. It's going to be a bit baggy around the waist, but if I pull it, has it got strings? It might have strings in the waist, so if I pull that a bit tighter, but I'm thinking it might be the best jacket I've got to ride in. It's thin, but it's a little bit warm. It's a little bit waterproof, a little bit breathable, tiny bit windproof. It zips up the top. It's got 2 pockets. It's black. Yeah, so I'll give that a bash. I used to have a couple of fleeces, which would have been alright, but they're not windproof or waterproof, are they? So if it works, but it is too baggy, I know then just to keep an eye out for a cheap soft shell jacket. I'll also take the waterproof. It's not an expensive Gore-Tex one. You do sweat in it, and it's not stretchy either. So if I'm going to wear a couple of layers underneath it, it's a bit tight. When I lean it forward like that, I've still got big shoulders compared for cyclists. Still got big arms. My back's still big. So, yeah, it's a bit tight. I could do with like a stretchy one, but then again, even if I spend 200 quid on a Rapha jacket, this Gore-Tex, and do Rapha make jackets for ex-bodybuilders with 17-inch biceps? Probably not. I think my arm, even though it's gone smaller, that's probably still bigger than Chris Froome's leg. So do they make Rapha jackets for me? Probably not. So 200 quid on a Rapha jacket, or 200 quid on a Smart Turbo trainer. Yeah. Yeah, so just gonna get ready. That's almost 13 minutes. That's about time to stop jabbering, get going. 11:15 now. So I know my bike is dirty, but see you later.